Alright, this evening I wanted to document the prototype infinity mirror that my son and I built this weekend. Typically an infinity mirror is built with discrete LEDs, holes drilled through an inner wall, and then recessed into the mirror chamber. But the way we did this is we used some 3523 LED strips, and they look like this. And for the mirror we just used an 8x10 frame, and we used some of this privacy control window film that I purchased at Home Depot, enough to make a gazillion of these mirrors. What I'd like to do is go ahead and demonstrate it. I have this little controller. I purchased these LEDs on eBay, whole $16 for 10 meters, and the controller. So let's take a look. So let's see if I can get a shot of that and how it actually looks. This allows you to turn on an individual color, or it allows you to do a number of different effects, and you can also increase the frequency of the effects. Here's another one that just fades back and forth, or then this one that just does like a chaser segment, and as you can see, you can really crank it up. Okay, so like I said, this is a prototype. Part of what I wanted to do was to find out what happened if we raised or lowered the mirror closer to the front mirror, closer to the back mirror. And an interesting effect is that if you raise it, and I'm hoping that I'm catching this, it kind of is a real cool effect in that if you tilt it, it gives you almost like a tunnel effect that I thought was really cool. And I want to see if we can't implement that in the future. But to get back to where I was going before, if I just tilt it up, I wanted to see if having it closer or further away from the back mirror made a difference. And I think that the 2.5-inch distance, oh by the way, for this prototype I just used polystyrene insulation as the build medium, and I'll show you what that looks like here. So that's just the polystyrene. We just made the walls. The LEDs come with a self-adhesive strip, and we used black construction paper to black out or darken the inside so there's less reflection, which is noticeable when the LEDs are lighting inside the chamber, which again we could probably use for an interesting effect if we thought about that just a little bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this version of our prototype, and like I said, I used an 8x10 frame that I purchased for about $2. This mirror tile that I had laying around, and then also the privacy frame window was probably the most expensive at around $20, or a little over $20. But considering that I'll get a whole bunch of these out of that, and who knows, might even use them for the intended purpose as well, I figured that that wasn't a bad deal at all. So in any case, again, I hope you enjoyed this build, and if you have any questions, just feel free to write.